Good morning, students. Today we will start chapter 8, that is motion, and it is from physics portion. Okay, now chapter name is motion. First, we try to understand what is motion. If any object changes its position with respect to time or with respect to surrounding, that is called motion. Suppose a boy is here and he is moving, then he reaches to B. While moving, when a boy moves, then we can say that the boy is in motion because he is changing his position. Same, suppose a car which is at A place and it starts and changes its position and reaches at B. While changing its position, it is moving. It means that if an object changes its position, then we can say that the objects are in motion or an object is in motion. But if it does not change its position, then the object is at rest. Okay, this is the basic thing, and now I just try to read word to word NCRT. In everyday life, we see some objects at rest and others in motion. For example, like wall, table, chair, trees. We feel like that these objects are in at rest state, and examples of objects which are in motion, like moving car, moving car, moving bike, moving train, fan. These objects are in motion. In your book, some examples also given, like birds fly, fish swim, blood flows through veins and arteries. Veins carry impure blood and arteries carry pure blood. I try to explain each and every word so that you will learn everything, so that your basic things you grasp. Yes, and car move. Atoms, molecules, planets, stars, and galaxies are all in motion. Atoms like hydrogen atom, nitrogen atom, oxygen atoms, and molecules which are actually this is hydrogen molecules, and like H2O. When two or more than two atoms combine together, then they just form molecules. Like H2O is a water molecules because it is formed by hydrogen and oxygen. We often perceive an object to be in motion. Perceive means समझना. We often perceive an object to be in motion when its position changes with time, like atoms, molecules, planets, stars and galaxy, they continuously they change their position. So we are saying that these objects are in motion. However, there are situations where the motion is inferred through indirect evidences. Inferred means परिणाम निकालना, conclude, we are concluding, result means there are situations where the motion is concluded through or inferred through indirect evidences. Indirect evidences means we cannot directly see the things are moving. For example, like air, like air, we cannot see the air, we cannot see air, so we just observing the movement of dust and movement of leaves and branches of trees. On the basis of the movement of leaves, branches of trees, we just conclude that there is air and air moves, because if air moves, only then leaves of plants and branches of trees, they also moving. Now the question is, what causes the phenomena of sunrise, sunset and changing of season? Is it due to the motion of earth? Our answer is yes. This is due to the rotation and revolution of earth. Now sunrise and sunset, actually they are caused by the rotation of earth. And changing of season, changing of season, it is caused by revolution of earth. Revolution of earth, there is a difference. Sunrise and sunset, uh, it is because of rotation of earth, and changing of season, it is because of revolution of earth. If you want explanation for this, then you can message me, you can comment me. I will make separate video for this, because if I explain this, then the video will be very long. Okay, is it due to the motion? Yes. Then why don't we directly perceive the motion of earth? Why we cannot perceive the motion of earth? This is very good question. And we cannot see the motion of earth because earth and we means human beings, or we and earth, we both are moving with constant speed, means same speed, means we are having uniform motion. That's why we cannot observe the motion of earth. Okay, I am giving some examples to explain this. For example, plane. Suppose you are in plane and the plane take off. While when a plane takes off, then you feel the motion, you feel like you are moving. Why? Because plane increases its speed from 0 to like 50, 100 and 200. But when plane achieve a constant speed, then if you close your eyes, then you cannot feel that you are moving. Same examples, like if you are in bus, or bus moving with uniform motion, means then you don't feel like that you are moving. It is because of the changing speed, decrease or increase of speed. Suppose you are just riding bicycle, or just you are riding bike and your friends is staying with you. If your friend close your eyes and you just moving the bike with constant speed, uniform motion, then your friend feel like that he is not moving. It means that we and earth, we both are in uniform motion, like earth, ocean, everything else on the earth, they actually they feel like they are having the uniform motion. That's why we are not feeling uh, the motion of the earth, we cannot perceive. An object may appear to be moving for one person and stationary for some other. Means the motion and rest, they are relative terms. Mean an object which is at rest it may be in motion for other person. For example, for the passengers in a moving bus, the roadside tree appear to be moving. Means you suppose you are in bus and there is a tree, then for you people, like the tree is moving, but actually a boy who is sitting on a bench, for this boy the tree is at rest. For that boy the tree is at rest, and for you the tree is in motion. That means that an object may be at rest or in motion at the same time. However, a passenger inside the bus sees his fellow passenger to be at rest. Means you are in bus and like that you and your friends are there, then you are not changing your positions with respect to each other. That's why you all are at rest. But the person or the pupil who are outside the bus, for that person you all are in motion. Okay. Now most motions are complex. Complex means just they are having two or more than two types of motion. It is the combination of more than one type of motion. That means that most motions are complex. For example, like that mosquito perform complex motion. Why? Because mosquito moving in linear, it also having linear motion as well as rotatory motions, means having combination of motion, like vehicle wheel also having like vehicle wheels. Suppose this is your cycle and this vehicle wheels, it moves like in a straight line also, and like it moves in a straight line as well as rotation, means having two types of motion. That means that most motions are complex, but other may take some objects may move in a straight line, others may take a circular path, some may rotate, and few others may vibrate. Means different objects perform different motion, and some objects having most motions are complex. There may be situations involving a combination of these, that means complex. We already discussed this. In this chapter we shall first learn to describe the motion of objects along a straight line. We shall also learn to express such motion through simple equation and graphs. Means when we complete 20% portion of this chapter or 25% of portion of this chapter, then we will learn these things. Okay, now activity 8.1, discuss whether the walls of your classroom are at rest or in motion. Actually, wall of your classroom either it can be at rest as well as in motion. It depends on the person. For example, for you people, the wall is at rest because it does not change its position. But for Earth, it changes its position, and for Earth, the walls of your classroom in motion. Okay, I hope that you understood the topic or the content which I deliver. So if you like the videos, so please press the like button and comment also, because when you comment then we will get some ideas to make or to add something in our videos. And don't forget to subscribe the channel, because if you subscribe, only then you will get notification of the video, and it will also motivate me to put more efforts. So please subscribe this channel. After 1000 subscribe, I can be live on YouTube. I can take your live classes. So don't forget to subscribe. Yes, activity 8.2. Have you ever experienced that the train in which you are staying appears to move while it is at rest? Have you ever experienced that train in which you are staying appears to move while it is at rest? The answer will be yes. When suppose this is your train and you are staying here, and one more train is passing like this, then you feel that your train is also moving. It means that everything activity 8.1, 8.2, just these are the activities so that you can learn that objects may be at rest and they may be in motion at the same time. So we can call them motion and rest are relative terms, not the absolute terms. Absolute means like 100%. Suppose an object is in motion, then you are saying that it is in motion 100%. You are saying that it is in motion, it cannot be in rest. But it is not absolute. So the object can be at rest same time. So motion and rest are not the absolute terms, they are relative terms. Now think and act. We sometime are endangered. Endangered means खतरे में, danger situation. We sometime are endangered by the motion of objects around us. For example, like volcanoes, earthquake. These are the motion. These are very erratic motion and uncontrolled motions. We cannot control them, like flood, hurricane, and tsunami. Tsunami. What is tsunami? Tsunami is a wave that is created in a that is produced in a sea, ocean or sea. It is a wave. Tsunami. It is a wave that is produced in a sea due to the earthquake under the water. And hurricanes means it is a storm in the atmosphere. Hurricane means it is a storm in atmosphere. And tsunami, the largest tsunami, it is approx 1720 feet. You can just imagine that how big this is. 1720 feet high. So on the other hand, controlled motion can be service to human beings, such as in the generation of hydroelectric power. Like hydroelectric power means this is controlled because hydroelectric we are just using water to generate electricity, so it is controlled by human beings, and it is very useful for us because we are getting electricity by using hydroelectric power. Do you feel the necessity to study by erratic motion of some objects and learn to control them? Yes, it is very necessary to learn about these erratic motion. So this chapter like storm, weather, storm and climate, I think this is in 7th standard, and like earthquake, volcanoes, we are studying about these erratic motion so that we can just control them. We cannot control them, but we can just take care of our families. We can take care of pupils because we can just arranging things. We can shift like there is storm, there is storm or something, then before we can change our position, we can change our places, we can shift. Okay, so we can take some control measure also. Now this is our topic, and I hope you all understand the topic. Please like and subscribe and comment also, and any suggestion then you can tell me so that I can improve the quality of video. And the next topic we will discuss in the next video, describing motion. Okay, thank you so much.